Hey everybody, it's Tat Comics. I'm shooting a video today for a contest for a great YouTuber out there. His name is Alex the Comic Hoarder. He's doing his 200 subscriber contest. And I just want to say, first of all, thank you for putting on a contest, and thank you for everybody else out there who's been putting on contests. I usually try to limit how many contests I enter, just because it's hard to keep up, or to remember which ones I've entered. But when I do have the time, I try to enter as much as I can just to show support, because a lot of these channels that I'm subscribed to, whenever I can show you guys support in any way, shape, or form, whether it be doing a contest video or just giving you guys a shout out or going on your your videos that I watch and commenting, I try to every day I can. It just gets really busy in my house, but right now the kids are in school, so I can do this. Take a sip of coffee real quick. Usually I don't drink this stuff. I usually drink my coffee brand, which is Dutch Brothers, but Starbucks is okay. Okay, so like I was saying, for Alex, for your channel, bro, and for everybody out there who doesn't know Alex or who does know Alex, there's a lot to be said about this man. One, he's always positive. Two, he has like a broad range of comic books that he collects, and I like that. I do like channels that just collect, just say Marvel or just say DC, and then I also like the channels that mix them together, and I just want to say, Alex, I think you do a great job on doing that, showing some DC books, showing some Marvel books, showing some indie books, and your collection that you collect is pretty much like me. I'm pretty much all over the board on collecting comic books. If it's usually a book that I don't know anything about, but the cover is good and I know the artist, then I'll pick it up and I'll give it a shot, especially if I can get it for a decent price. So yeah, and the other thing I wanted to say was about Alex is that you're such an awesome guy. Your attitude toward life, what you do in life is just amazing, bro. I love the fact that you play music in a Christian rock band, and that you play worship music. That's awesome. I got a friend that doesn't live too far from me that's what he does. And I'm still trying to hook up with him one of these days to play drums on a track for him. It's just he's busy too. We both work at the same place, so I know his schedule, he knows my schedule. But I think what you do in life, bro, is awesome, and gosh, you travel a lot, man. I think one of my favorite videos that you did was the one where you were on the train. That was cool. That was really cool, man. I like the fact that you'd stop every once in a while and go, did you guys hear that? Okay, then you get right back on, But, your haul videos are just outstanding, man. You show some amazing books, ones that I wouldn't mind having in my collection. And I think I have like some of the books that you've been showing too, which is cool. I just forget which ones I have, so I gotta get better at writing my list down. So on to your contest, Alex. And thank you again so much for putting on this contest and allowing all of us out here on YouTube to be able to enter, and give you support, because, bro, your channel's awesome, man. And like I said, last time I checked, you're at 220. You're probably above that now, which is awesome, man. Which is awesome. So the first criteria for this contest would be to make a video and link it to your contest video, which I'll try to do. And if not, like you said, that's cool. Just give a heads up, because sometimes I can remember how to do it, other times I can't. It's kind of like riding a bike, I guess. To remember how to do that kind of stuff. But I should be better at that. He also said you must be 18, but there is one YouTuber that you excluded from that and you allowed him to be in it, which I think is cool, man. That's cool. And then you must be subbed to you, which I've been. Love your channel. And then you had some YouTubers below your description that you wanted us to also sub. And the funniest thing was, I was subbed to, I want to say all of them except 3. So I went ahead and I subbed them. And I don't want to give out those names because I want people to be able to go to your contest video and hear the rules, and also see the YouTubers that you want them to subscribe to. I do have a few of them though on my list, and I have a huge list, so I'll get to that later. Then you want us to tell you a little bit about what we collect, what your favorite character is, what you're into, and show them some of the stuff that you collect, whether it be toys and things like that. So without further ado, I'll just show my toys real quick. I collect, like I said, I am all over the place. I collect Pops, I collect action figures. I still have all the action figures when I was a kid, like my G.I. Joes, Transformers, and then I got 3 bins up there just full of stuff that I got over the years when I was a kid. But this one was cool. A band that I was in a long time ago. I was in that band for like 6 years. We went to Vegas to do a show up there, and it was fun, but man, it was tiring. I mean, it was like 5 nights in a row, and we would play from dusk till dawn, you know. But it was cool. We went to a couple shops in there in Vegas, and I walked in there, and they had this character right here, Hitman. Now, to everybody out there, I've probably said this before, this is probably got to be one of my favorite video games of all time. I love Hitman. I love the whole strategy of the game and how you can change up the play of the game by how you go through the levels, you know. But yeah, when I saw this, I couldn't pass that up. I was just like, yes, you know, Hitman. Plus I got the tattoo right there, that symbol, and I got the other symbol right there, you know. Figured I play drums, Hitman, you know, kind of thing. But I bought 2 of them because there were 2 of them, so I got one out of the box and one in the box. So hopefully someday I'll get a nice display cabinet and I can just put those in there. I'll take this off real quick too. I brought some comics to show, if that's cool. Okay, cool. The box is not backwards. Here was another one that I found there. I was totally stoked. The other one I found was my Rob Zombie one, which I've showed before, but this one, I mean, literally, when I saw this, there was no way I was going to pass up on this, because for one, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's also, you know, the son of a famous martial artist, who I don't think I have to say his name, but, you know, yeah, right there, the Crow. Freaking love this figurine, you know. And there's other ones on the back, like they show the Beatles. The Beatles would have been really cool to find, but they were so hard, you know. They didn't have them there. And I know they got like I believe they have like pop figurines of the Beatles too. But then you know, like the Austin Powers, the Ozzy, that's pretty cool. The Sleepy Hollow, and then of course Spawn. There's like 2 different Spawns. But yeah, when I saw this, there was no way I was going to pass up on the Crow, dude. Freaking love the Crow. I have the movie poster hanging up in my garage, because that's kind of my man cave. That's where I keep my drums and everything like that. Then I came across these, and these I actually got back here where I'm at. And I love this cartoon. I haven't watched it in a long time. But these things go for crazy money. I mean, not this one here per se, but the one of this character, Eric Cartman. I saw one going, I'm not kidding you guys, I saw one going for like over $600, and I saw another one going for over $1,000. And it's like if you have one of the first series of this. But I do have a Eric Cartman, I have a Kenny, and I have a Butters. Because this one other band that I was in, it was kind of funny. We all joked around, we all said who we were, and I figured because, you know, they had that rock band called Moop. Of course, I had to be Butters because I'm the drummer. You know, but yeah, I got a couple of those, and you know, Eric Cartman. I love Eric Cartman. He's a little out there, but he's funny. You know, he's got his moments. You know, and he's always ragging on Kenny, or no, he's always ragging on Kyle. So those are some of the. I was just showing you some of the toys, and the one character that I love the most. And it's just weird because, you know, since I love him the most, you think I'd have more of his books. And I do. I have more. They're just kind of put around in my other boxes. But this was a run that I was collecting for like a long time. And then I stopped because I was like, oh, you know, I was able to find other books in my runs that I wanted to complete, like X Factor. That's one of the books I'm trying to, one of the series I'm trying to complete. But, you know, this guy's always hold a space in my heart. And let me see if I can find my oldest one of him real quick. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's 2 of the oldest ones, I believe. And, you know, some of the Silver Age books like that, you know, they can be very pricey. So, you know, usually if I find a Silver Age book that I really want and it's at a high price, I wait to see if it drops down. And about the price I pay for that book, I could probably get 6 other books. So usually I'll do that if it's going to help me with my other runs. But Daredevil's always hold a place in my heart. I've always loved Daredevil. This is number 20. This is my oldest Daredevil book. I have Demand right there. And of course these are banged up. But I bought these, gosh, probably like 4 years ago. No, longer than that, man. It's probably been like 7 years ago. And then here was number 21. I've always loved Daredevil. And I have a slew of books of his. But like I said, right now, I'm mainly trying to complete some runs because I tend to go to a comic book shop and I'll see some books and you know, I'll get off track and I'll buy the books that I wasn't originally going in there for. You know, so that's pretty much what I do wrong sometimes, but I do try to go back and get them. This book, though, this was cool. This was a misprint on the number, and I found that out one time by watching Four Awesome Guys, which I'll get to that subject in a little bit. But this was a book that the artist that they had on there, gosh, I wish I could remember his name right now. I want to say Delgado, but I'm probably wrong. But either way, they had a show, and this artist was on there, and it was so cool. He showed all of his books, you know, or he didn't show all of his books, but he showed some of his prints that he did for books and covers and things like that. But he talked about this book because it should have been numbered number 5, but it was numbered number 4, and it's the Atlantis Daredevil 64 page. And he said that this book is, you know, it's hard to find, and when you do find it, you know, it's worth it because of the fact that they put a number 4 up there instead of number 5. So this should have been number 5, but it was number 4. And when he was talking about this book and a couple other books like on Venom, I was just like stoked because I had all those books. So it was cool to hear it from the artist himself, you know, about these books. And that showed the Four Awesome Guys. They have changed their name now to, I got it written down here, All About Comics. Now, they do have a new web page out. It's called All About Comics. Sorry if I'm going all over the place. And that would be one of the shout outs I'd want to give is their show called All About Comics. They're sitting at about 36 subscribers right now. And I don't know if a lot of people got to hear that they were changing up their format and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I've already watched 2 of their live shows, and it's great. They've always got good content on there, you know. And of course, you know, my boy Frosty's on there, and you know, he's funny. He likes to pick and poke, but he's good, man. He knows his stuff. He just like, you know, it's just like being with a bunch of frat boys. It's fun. It's a fun show. You know, and you also got Merc with the Mouth. You also have, oh geez, I'm like losing my marbles here. Something in my mouth. But just go check out their show. They got a great show. Every once in a while, Archangel's on there. He's been real busy though, what they said. So let's see here. Sorry if I'm all over the place. Well, I showed the books, yeah. Oh, no, I guess I'm on track here. So, you know, you wanted to really round this prize around the person who wins. You wanted to make sure they're getting books that they would like. Honestly, bro, I'm not picky, man. You know, whenever I win a contest, regardless if it's a book that I already have or one I don't have or one I was looking for, I always take it as, you know, being a thing. I'm just happy that I'll get into something new that I probably don't have. So I'm not picky, man. You know, let's say even if you were to throw in a whole bunch of books I don't even have, that's cool, dude. The fact is, you know, you're doing this, and that's the most important. And the other most important thing is friendship, you know, and I feel that me and you have a good friendship, and that to me is more than winning a prize and getting books, you know. It's just cool to go on here every once in a while and see some of these people I'm subscribed to putting up videos, you know, and it's cool when I can sit back and have the time to watch them all. That's what I love, and to see the covers from books. So yeah, I mean, if you're wondering what I want, I'm sorry, dude. I'm all over the place. So, you know, like I said, I'm trying to complete the X Factor, Transformers, and things like that. Just trying to complete those runs so that I could be done with that series and, you know, be finished. So the last thing was to give shout outs to YouTubers or YouTubers that you think need more subs. And I appreciate that, dude. That's awesome. You know, and I think that should be the norm now. You know, just like, you know, the first two, be subbed and subscribed. I think from now on, you know, that should be one of the requirements, you know, because there's a lot of channels out there that I think people just miss by seeing. And some of these people I'm going to give shout outs to, you know, a lot of people probably already know them, and then others, you know, they're just getting to know. So I'm just going to try to be, you know, across the board that I think all these people, regardless of where they're at sub count, sorry, take another sip, should get a good look at, you know, because I mean, they all show great books. They show pops and things like that. They show, you know, they talk about what's going on in the community as being like what's coming out new and things like that, which is awesome. And they do good reviews too on books. So without further ado, I wanted to give a shout out to Blackpole and JT. They have a show that they do together, and I was just on a few minutes ago. I like their show. They really go over books that are coming out, what's the top sellers and things like that. Now I know there's other channels out there that do that too, and they do it very well. And if I miss anybody on here, I just want to apologize now. But yeah, those two YouTubers are great guys, and I believe this show is called the Comic Board, etc. I think that's what it's called. But if you guys know JT, like I said, he has his show that he does, and Blackpool is on there with him now, and they both communicate really well with one another, and they have such a great broad range of information on books and things like that. Another one would be Justin Byers. I'd like to see him have some more support. All About Comics, I just talked about them. Leonard Hutchinson, great guy. Batcave Comics 83 and Red Beard. I think all those guys could definitely get some support, because fact is I would like to still see them putting out videos, because they have great videos and great content and stuff like that. Because a lot of times I can watch a video at work, but then I don't have time to comment. So if I remember to go back and comment, I do. But I do watch your guys' videos, I promise. Another thing I want to talk about was Blast It or Stash It. Now, this panel of guys, they're very great. The camaraderie, if I said that right, is cool. They get along with one another. You could see that, with the Legend, Huey's Comics, Trinity. You have, oh gosh, sometimes they have a spot. They have a person come on and is like a guest on their show or whatnot. But usually what I like is if someone comes on their show, they're like, hey man, you're part of the Blast It or Stash It team. Even if you only come on once or twice, you're part of this team now, which is cool, And New York Warriors also do the same thing too with anybody that comes on their show. And those guys, they really have such a great knowledge of books from Marvel, DC, and all that. I mean, and they get along so good, and they're funny. They're funny to watch, especially when they pick a poke at one another or certain characters. Yeah, Blast It or Stash It team. If nobody knows about them and you want to, please go check out their channels. I mean, check out their channels individually, because you have Huey's, like I said, you have the Legend, you have Trinity, you have Spectacular Spider Grandpa, which is a great guy. I mean, that guy's probably one of the hardest working mans I know. I mean, he shows what he just picked up. He reviews his top 10. He shows pops and everything. I mean, that guy is busy, and I'm trying to get something done for him too, which I'm honored to do. And then, of course, I want to give a shout out to my Hall of Justice brothers, man. Yeah, it's a little thing we have. One, Davis Comic Finds, man. Great guy. So Comics. I'm glad to hear that you're getting better, brother. I've been talking to him on the side. For most people out there that don't know, he has been really ill, but he's making a full recovery, and I'm so excited about that. I'm just glad to know that he's getting better, because I miss his videos. I miss that mustache of his, I do. It's kind of funny. It's weird. So I'm growing mine out, man. I usually don't have a mustache. Then, of course, my boy, Doom 143. Man, brother over there in Hawaii, man. I got relatives over there. We talk all the time, and he's such a great YouTuber. And then Freddy's, man. That's my other brother, man. Bologna Tacos. Those two guys have a contest going on right now. So if you guys, I think there's still time. You can enter that contest too. Not to try to go on top of yours, Alex, but I know like you wanted us to give shout outs to channels and stuff, so I know you'll be cool with this, brother. And then, like, of course, Blast It or Stash It also has a contest going on right now, so hey man, give him some support. Mr. Rigor Mortis, that's another guy I consider to be a brother, man. He's such a down-to-earth, sweet, humble man, and the stuff he shows, Cal Rowe, he was sick there for a while too, and something happened with his phone, but he just shot a couple of videos. I think he did it on another tablet or something, and I'm just glad to see that he's still pushing through and putting out videos, because I love watching his videos too. He has great scenery, and he just doesn't read comic books. I mean, he reads graphic novels and things like that, which is just awesome. Of course, my brother AG Surfer. Who doesn't know AG Surfer? And if you don't know AG Surfer, then you don't know me, man, because I mean, we pretty much look the same. It's not giving away too much of what my brother looks like, but I mean, cool thing about having a brother is that when you're younger, you always bicker and fight, or you have those moments. But as you get older, you start to realize, the bond of family, what family means and how you look out for one another. for one another, and my brother's always been there for me, man. Regardless if I didn't think he was or not, he's always been there for me. So to my brother out there, AG Surfer, man, I love you, brother, and thanks for coming up, man. It was awesome. It's always cool being with you, bro, and just freaking comic book hunting or whatnot, or just generally shooting the you know what. And then I wanted to give a shout out to Pop Comics. He's also got a contest going on right now, and he just reached over his 100 sub, I believe. So that's awesome, brother. That's great, and he's got a good contest too. And I got to shoot a video for that. I wanted to show him some support because the guy is great, man. You know, and his family just looks beautiful. I mean, he's got a great looking family there, and I believe he has a new baby boy named Noah. Right? I want to be sure on that. So congratulations on that, brother. You know, your family's growing. That's cool. I got 4. I'm gonna stop at 4 for right now. And then I wanted to give a shout out also to Pop Comic Culture. He's another great YouTuber out there, and I'd like to see his sub count go up. If not, I'd just like to see people go check out his channel. Like all these people, just check out their channels and see if you like them. And if you do, sub them, or just hey, at least like their videos, because these guys are great YouTubers. And everybody I'm subscribed to, I know there's a few of them that I just got recently, so I also subscribe back. I gotta start watching a lot of videos, man. Just like I got a lot of reading to do, I got a lot of videos to watch. And then Airborne Zapper. What can I say about this guy too? I mean, he's got a huge collection of pop figurines that I'm totally jealous of. But hey, that's cool. I mean, he could hold on. I tell you what, I might have to start sending him some of mine because I'm starting to overload. He's probably got more space than I do to hold my pops. And he also shows great books, and I like the fact that he does that hip hop variant covers. That's cool. Because those are covers I don't get to see that often up here. So it's cool to see a variety of books and covers and artists and things like that. And how everybody talks about these artists like the Doom. He's got knowledge of artists, and he's got a friend that can do sketching and stuff like that, which is cool. And then, okay, saving the last one, because like I said, to you, Alex, and congratulations on your sub count. I love your channel. I love your enthusiasm. I love your spirit. I love your attitude toward collecting. I love your attitude toward life. I mean, bro, to watch a channel that cheers you up every time you watch it, or at least takes you out of your funk that you might be in, and when you can tune into someone's channel and that basically makes your day feel a little bit better, if not better completely, that's amazing. And your channel does that for me, bro. If I come home and I'm tired from work, and I see you just put up a video, I know if I watch your video, bro, it's gonna wake me up, it's gonna energize me, and I'm not just saying this, I mean really, it's gonna energize me, get me to get up and start moving, and there's a few channels out there that do that for me too. And I just want to say thank you for everything you've been doing so far in the community, for your support to my channel, to the comments you leave me, and everything, and just you going around and just basically showing support to all these channels. You do that all the time, and I just want to say, dude, that's awesome. And I know you're a busy man, so for you to be able to do all that in between what you're doing is just great. So I'm not worried about, I'm serious, I'm not worried about how many entries I get into this contest. I seriously, because for me, I already feel blessed. I seriously do. I feel blessed just being able to do this, to be able to show some comic books, and people actually like what I'm showing, which is great. I mean, honestly, I just feel like sometimes I'm just showing probably the same book over and over again. But I just feel blessed just to be able to do this, have people like what I'm doing, and for people to just, even when they leave me a comment or they don't, but just the fact that people are actually watching what I'm doing. So I know that you also feel the same way, because for you to reach over 200, brother, you're doing something right, man. And I just want to say you are. And you have a great channel, bro. And it'd be cool one day to be able to jam with you too. I'm not kidding about that, because there's a couple of YouTubers out there that I'd love to jam with, because I heard they're musicians, and I love music, man. My passion's been music, comic books. Well, my first passion has been my faith, my family, my kids, my wife, my music, and my activities I do outside, and when I get a chance to go snowboarding and all that kind of stuff. But thanks again, brother. And this video is long. I know I'm known to make long videos because I either ramble on or show too many books. But I just want to tell you, brother, congratulations on your sub count. I think it's fantastic that you got over that, and I can just see your channel even growing more because you just have that. I don't want to use that word because that ain't the right word, but you have such a positive attitude, and I think that's what gets people to watch your channel. And you show some amazing books. I'm just repeating myself now, but thank you again, brother, for putting on this contest. And I hope you get more videos shot for your channel to show support because, I mean, brother, you know, you definitely got a great channel. And I love what you're doing, and I love what you say, and I like your attitude and everything. Okay, brother? But this is Tack Comics for Alex the Comic Hoarder's contest for 200 subs. And rock on. Okay? All right, brothers. Take care.